Hey gang, welcome back to Mark's 60 Plus Fitness Journey. Okay, on today's episode, we are going to continue with my easier 4-day workout program. And today, I had the privilege of finally hooking up with my neighbor, friend, and workout partner, Howard. Our schedules have been askew, so we finally got up today and we're going to hit the gym for a really nice, easier version of a leg day. So let's go ahead and hop in the gym and I'll show you just exactly what we were up to. Let's go get it. Alrighty then, let's go ahead and jump into today's leg day. As I mentioned, this is one of the sessions of my new easier 4-day workout program. And before I forget, I have a couple of videos introducing this new easier 4-day workout program that I will link up here in the corner and down in the description if you'd like to find out some more details about that. And I'll talk about it a little bit more in today's video in relation to today's workout specifically. So today we started with what I call hack squats. Now this particular machine, if you have it in your gym, some people call it a V-bar squat. I call it a hack squat. I think on the side of it, the name of it is a V-bar, but it's a pretty good machine. And we're going to start off with this particular movement. We're going to do 3 sets of 8 reps in the RPE range of 8. RPE meaning rate of perceived effort. 8 meaning I should have about 2 more reps left in the tank after I'm done. And it's a scale of 0 to 10, or I guess maybe 1 to 10, 1 being easy, like warm up reps, and 10 meaning that set you couldn't have done it. If you did a 10, you could not have done another rep. So this is going to be RPE 8, 3 sets of 8 reps. And I hadn't done these in a while. And I'd have put these on the back burner when I was focusing on back squats and front squats, barbell squats. But now that they're on the back burner for a while, we're focusing on other things like leg presses, versions of hack squats like this. And today, by the way, is Howard's first foray into this particular version of hack squat, we'll call it. So I wanted to make, he didn't have the best shoes on today. I didn't give him a full heads up on what we were doing. So he's got his kind of his old man squishy shoes on there, but they're going to work. And I think this is a good movement for Howard because he can get a little deeper than he normally can with the back squat. He uses a safety squat bar when we back squat, and he has a hard time getting down to parallel. And here I'm focusing on his heels. I want to make sure his heels stay on the ground as much as possible and his lower back firmly up against that pad there. But as you can see, he got pretty parallel there, and I think this is, like I said, a good movement for him. He said it didn't hurt his knees. He does have some issues with some knee pain. I think it's in his right knee, but nothing debilitating. He has a physio guy he goes to see every so often, and by and large, he's knee pain free. But he felt pretty good with that movement, so this is a good one. And this fits into our easier program in that, like I said, I'm not doing barbell squats, front squats, back squats for a while. I'm still having some issues with my inner ear, balance, vestibular system. So I like to have something that's going to keep me a little bit more stable. I don't have to, worry so much about falling over when I'm squatting, for example. And this machine right here works great. Notice on this particular set here, I only recorded 2 of these sets, but like I said, we did 3. I've got 3 plates on either side. And last time I did this, those 3 plates were fairly challenging, but the last 2 sets I did with the 3 45s on either side easily got 8. It may have been an RPE of 7. So it felt good, it really did. So I'm happy with this set, this first 3 sets anyway, on the V-bar machine. So that was it, 3 sets right there of 8 reps. And I felt it. My quads were quivering, so got some work done. Easy or not, got some work done. Well, I guess we're not finished. I'm going to finish up with Howard here, finishing up his third set. Or this might have been his second. As I said, we only recorded 2 sets, but let's watch him finish up. Let's pretend this is his third set. And I think he did an excellent job with this. And as I mentioned, I want to keep his heels as flat on the ground as possible there. And we're going to do a movement next that kind of focuses a little bit more with a movement with your toes and elevating your heels a little bit. I'll show you that in a second, which is kind of cool. But here I'd like to keep my heels flat and back flat against the pad there. And I think overall this is a pretty safe movement. I think it's an effective movement. You can get some really good depth with this machine. So if you've never tried one of these, give it a go. Like I said, it's just another version of a hack squat, I believe. You can do this turned around facing the other direction too, by the way. I've done that before, but I prefer facing outward in the normal position. Okay, so there we go. That was 3 sets of the V-bar. And as I said, I felt it. My quads were quivering a little bit. And here's the movement I was going to show you. Now we're using another hack squat machine. It's right next to the one we were just on. I call it the small hack squat machine. Now you see Howard had his feet up there in what would be the normal foot position. And I experimented with this the other day. I moved my feet down, so I was on the balls of my feet, and I kind of set it up like a sissy squat. You may have done sissy squats with like on a Smith machine, for example, or something like that. Effectively, where you have your heels up and you're pressing off the balls of your feet. And I was trying to simulate that here, and it works pretty well on this machine. It really does. It hits my quads really hard. I try to focus on my outer quads more so than anything else. And, it's kind of hard when you're doing quad work because it's hard to focus and hit a particular side, inside, outside. At least for me it is. But this particular movement right here, I felt on the outer sweep of my quads and the bottom front above my knee, like the teardrop area. And it's a very good movement. Now here we did 2 sets of 8 reps. And here's my go at it. And you can see, yeah, right there, got my quads. And you can get, I could probably get deeper than that if I wanted to, but this really focuses on the quads in the sense that I don't have to worry too much about, well, there's no back involvement in this at all. So it's a pure quad movement. And if you do this with some mind-muscle connection, not to use a trite phrase, but some good mind-muscle connection, and just feel your quads and move your quads and use your quads. A couple of sets of these in the 8 rep range, again RPE of 8. It was a burner, no doubt about it. I looked at my watch after that, after my second set there, I was at 135 heartbeat. That was pretty good. So 2 sets of those, we'll call them sissy squat, hack squats. So that's 5 sets of squats. And then we did something new. I haven't done this in a while. This is a recommendation from my buddy Richard. I told him I was going to do on my next leg session. And so here we are. We're going to do some goblet squats. Now here, this weight was a little light. I should have used a heavier weight, and I will next time. Here I did 2 sets of 12 reps. And I think next time I'll keep the reps at 12, just raise the weight up a little bit. But what I wanted to focus on here was keeping my back as vertical as possible. And again, getting some good depth and, focusing on the quads. And this is another heart rate inducing movement. Now I missed I didn't record Howard's, either one of his sessions. I did record it, I just don't know where it went. But Howard did 2 sets of those as well. So that brings us up to 7 sets of quad work so far. And next we jumped into some hamstring work. Now here's something in retrospect I want to put a little bit more focus on. We only did 3 sets of hamstring work. Now here is this isolation machine. I like this machine okay. Howard loves this machine. I think part of the reason I don't like it is it takes forever. Needless to say, one leg at a time is twice as slow as doing both legs at a time. But I like the lying leg curl machine better than this, but this still felt good. So I did 2 sets of these in the 10 rep range. Again, RPE of 8 or so. And these felt pretty good. Now I think when I say I need to put a little more emphasis on this part of the leg day, that means get some more work done on the hamstrings. I know I said it's an easier leg day, but I think only 3 sets of hamstrings is not enough. I think what I'm going to do next leg day is incorporate 3 sets of Romanian deadlifts. And the reason I haven't done Romanian deadlifts in a few leg sessions is again because of the vestibular issue, the balance. When I do those, it just really throws me off. I'm going to try to work that in. If not, I'll figure out some other hamstring work, but I need to get more than 3 sets in, I think. I'd like to get a total of 6. But like I said, I did 2 sets of these. Howard did 3 on this machine. Now here, you see Howard tends to, I was focusing on, I had to stop him a little bit here because the weight was too heavy, and he was throwing his leg, his thigh, his femur off the leg pad there, and he wasn't just focusing on a muscle contraction, a hamstring muscle contraction. So what I did there was lower the weight a little bit and have him get a little bit more deliberate in his movement. And this is something that Howard is learning over time, that on any movement, it's not just moving the weight around, it's how you move the weight around. I want to get him out of the habit of swaying and forcing and maybe using too heavy a weight. Focus on the movement and get the contraction of the muscle, work the muscle that we want to work. And slowly but surely, he's putting it together. By the way, Howard just turned 71 a few weeks ago. And if you don't know Howard, he just started working out a little over a year ago, and from scratch. And he's absolutely tearing it up, and he loves it. And if you happen to be here and you're looking for some inspiration to get to the gym, or you've tried to, you started and stopped, and you just can't seem to get inertia going, and you're afraid you never will, just look at Howard here. He is taken to it like a fish to water and looks forward to it. He rarely misses a session, and still learning, but he's doing a great job. Way stronger than he was a year ago for sure. And here I am doing this 3rd set of leg curls on this laying leg curl machine. Again, like I said, I love this. I like the way it feels. I like having my hips up a little bit more. I get a little better contraction, and like most things, I'm a little asymmetric, and same with legs. Whenever I do legs, my right leg tends to dominate, hence it's a little bit bigger. And that's one reason why I like that isolation. That's one reason the isolation leg curl machine is good, is I can isolate both legs equally. But on this lying leg curl machine, whatever the physics or the dynamics of the way it's designed, this hits both sides, both hamstrings equally well. So I like that machine. So 3 sets of hamstrings, and like I said, I want to raise that up next leg day to 6 sets. Still be an easier leg day though. And we finished up today's session with 2 sets of leg extensions in the 10 rep range, and this was more close to a 9 RPE, maybe even a 10. I wanted to pretty much do this as close to failure, or pretty close to failure. But I like to finish up with leg extensions. I think it's a nice finishing move. I think it's a nice way to round out a leg day. A lot of people like to start with warm-ups as leg extensions as warm-ups, which I think is excellent too. But it was a good day. So we had a total of 9 sets of quads and 3 sets of hamstrings. And again, not to belabor that point, but I'm going to raise that to at least 3 more sets of hamstrings next time to 6 total sets. And when I do that, well, today was 12 total sets of leg work. And when we walked out of the gym, my legs were quivering. So I know we hit some stuff. We hit some quads. We hit some hamstrings. It was a great leg day. It was nice to have Howard with me. And I'm glad that you took the time to hang out with us too. Thank you very, very much.
Super.
Huh?
Super.
Super.
All right, there you go. Today's leg day. 1 session of my new, easier 4-day workout program. Now, one thing I want to do before I leave, because I forgot, I wanted to mention this as I was rambling during the workout. This 4-day workout program is 4 different sessions: legs, back, biceps, chest, triceps, shoulders. Now, every 3rd workout, I take a rest day. So here in this example here, you'll see that I got to do day 1 legs, day 2 back biceps, day 3 chest triceps, then I take a rest day. Then I pick right back up on what would be day 4, shoulders and calves, and then go to legs, and then back biceps. That would be 3 workouts, then take a rest day, and just keep rolling like that. It's asymmetric in the sense I don't have a given workout for a given day. It's just a rolling 4-day cycle, and every 3rd day, after every 3rd workout or every 4th day, I take a rest day. So I just wanted to point that out before I left today, and I also wanted to say thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Howard appreciates it. We had an awesome day, and much more to follow. And if you do me one more favor, as always, hit that like button, share this with your friends, hit that notification bell, and if you haven't already, please consider clicking that subscribe button. Love to have you here. It's a cool group. We're growing slowly but surely, trying to get to that 4,000 subscriber mark here and higher. And I just absolutely love doing this. I love having new people pop in and join us. So you're more than cordially invited. So if you're this far in it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button before you sign off. It'd be great. Now, I guess with that I'll say, till next time, go get 'em. Mark out.